Let's talk about Bachelor in Paradise. I know that there's every season it feels like we're saying this is the craziest one yet.
Right.
Why are we saying it this time?
Yeah, I don't know if it's the craziest. It's the best. I think it's the best season we've ever done for a lot of reasons. I mean, there's the emotion, the stories. I think said this to one of the producers earlier, where we used to create on the show a story that would then kind of carry over into real life, kind of like this Tyler situation.
Yeah.
Well, now there's stories that come into Paradise from the real world, and they continue on. For example, Blake, who had a really unfortunate run at Stagecoach this year, and that has followed him into Paradise, this dark cloud that he created. And so now it's kind of the tail wagging the dog of these situations that will carry us into Paradise. So it is a wild season for a lot of reasons. And socially, obviously, we're about to tackle something and deal with something with Demi, same-sex relationship that we're really proud of and excited to handle it the way we did. And so there's just a lot of layers this season.
Let's go with that for a second. Do you feel like there's space for an LGBTQ plus Bachelor or Bachelorette?
Well, of course there is. Yeah, the simple answer is yes,
Yeah.
for all of that. But a much larger question is, how do you approach it? How do you deal with it? What I love about the way we have handled all things, whether it was having our first Black Bachelor or Bachelorette, which was Rachel, it's when it happens naturally and organically, and you just find the right woman.
Yeah.
Same thing with this. It's we didn't force our way into this community or into this situation socially. It happened naturally. Demi is fluid. Demi has a same-sex relationship going on. We included that in the story because it is her story, and it is for her to tell, and it's for her to show, and I think we display it respectfully. And we did a good job of that. And that, to me, is more important of how do we do it. Is that it's not just gratuitous. It wasn't just, hey, let's just force this in there and try and figure it out. So yeah, the easy answer is yes, there is room for it. Yes, we need to have this discussion. All of these debates are good. All of this is good to be seen on television. I always like it if you are somebody in this world and you're not being represented, you get to watch yourself being represented. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, on that tip, I think that maybe some of the audience, a large portion of the audience, at least on social media, has sort of been like waiting, crying for a Black Bachelor. And it seems like, I'm gonna say Mike is his name? Mike seems like the guy that a lot of people were like, yo, this seems like the dude.
He's a great guy. Mike's a super good guy, definitely a candidate. He's on, well, you're going to be seeing him soon, clearly. He's on Bachelor in Paradise. So he'll be down in Paradise. You have, Clay's down there as well, also great. Wills is a great candidate. So we're going to name somebody probably towards the end of Paradise. Paradise has gotten so big. It's gotten to be such a huge franchise. It's a needle mover. Before, it wasn't such a huge deal. We didn't need to wait to see what happened on Paradise, but now Paradise is such a big franchise, we kind of need to wait and see what effect that has on the audience and on some of the guys that are there.
So I want to jump back to Demi for a second, because I love the idea of representing everybody on screen, especially on a show like yours where the ratings just seem to be going up and up and up. But there's an audience that feels like when they're looking at that stuff, or they're looking at Hannah having sex, that their feelies get really out of whack. What do you guys do do you prepare for that? Do you prepare for the onslaught of?
You mean when you're covering something that's quote unquote taboo?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and you bring up a good point, because there's obviously sections of this country that are like totally prepared for this, ready for it, welcoming.
Yeah.
There's a large part of the country that's not, and I'm not so naive as to think that this is going to be celebrated by everybody, and that we're not going to, there's going to be repercussions. There's going to be negative. That, to me, is the reason why you should do it.
Yeah.
That's why I love these debates, and I love having these social issues pushed and pushed on us. And that's the way it should work. There should be this really tough debate. And the only thing I would tell people and warn people is Demi's a human being. She is real. The woman that we bring into the picture a little bit later is real. They have feelings, and so I don't have feelings. I'm the host. I'm dead. Rip on me, tear me apart. Come at me, guns.
You have some feelings.
Come at me. That's fine. I can handle it. But I warn people because we were really excited with the way we did this, and when we got done, we were all really proud. It was an exciting moment for us. I won't go too deep into it, but there are people clearly behind the scenes that are gay, in same-sex relationships. They were there on set. It was a proud moment for them. There were tears.
Yeah.
And so when we got done, I said, guys, just know this isn't only going to be positive. Just know we're going to get some kickback here.
Yeah.
But I think that only shows me we should be doing it, if that makes sense.
Oh no, absolutely. Yeah. You absolutely have to create a little bit of friction in
Right.
order to change people's
And by the way,
minds.
within the community, I expect some ripple effects as well,
Yeah.
and negative, because no, not everyone's going to be happy with how you represented them, with how it's being shown, with is it gratuitous, and you guys are taking advantage, or there's always going to be
is
negative.
this constructed
Yeah,
to-
100%.
yeah.
So I get that too. So all you can do as a producer and as a host when you're doing this stuff, make the best decision you can at the time. Be proud of it. Stand behind it 100%. And in those moments, I always told the producers, do we feel good about this at this moment? Then that's all we can do.
Yeah.
The rest, I'll take.